In every relationship, regardless of gender, it's important to be aware of any manipulative strategies that women may use to exert influence over you. While it's important to avoid generalizations, manipulation may erode trust and the foundation of a relationship, resulting in emotional anguish and discontent. According to a quote from the film The Great Gatsby, one of the most isolating experiences in a person's life is seeing everything they hold dear crumble before them, leaving them feeling powerless and numb. Some people may use cunning strategies to exert control or gain an advantage in their relationships. The character of Amy Dunn from Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl stands out as a master manipulator with a chilling smile. She said, "Cool girls never get furious, they only smile in a chagrin-loving manger and let their men do whatever they like. Go ahead on me, I don't mind, I'm the cool girl." This moving quote serves as a reminder that manipulation can leave victims feeling alone and powerless as they struggle to comprehend the disintegration of their once cherished bond. This quotation from the world of well-known people emphasizes the danger of seeming to be an amicable companion in order to secretly manipulate others. Eleanor Roosevelt famously stated, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. We can learn a lot from it." This quote serves as a reminder that we have the ability to identify and resist manipulative strategies that could compromise our sense of autonomy and self-worth. In today's video, we'll talk about the strategies women employ to exert control over you, so be mindful of the Tactic 5 withdrawal method in the complex world of relationships. Regardless of gender, there are a number of strategies that may be used to manipulate someone else and cause emotional imbalance. One such strategy that women often utilize is the withdrawal approach. Women are adept at making their partners worry about them. For example, you may find yourself texting her consistently throughout the day, but all of a sudden she seems cold and distant without providing an explanation. It's normal to assume that you must have done something wrong, which makes you panic, but in many cases, it's not your fault. This behavior is purposefully intended to make you more emotionally attached and clingy because, as they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Women take advantage of this strategy by establishing emotional distance in order to increase your desire for their presence and exert control over you. Understanding that open and sincere communication is the foundation of strong relationships is crucial. Have an open discussion about your thoughts and worries if your partner's behavior is making you feel confused or frightened. By addressing these strategies honestly, you may build a partnership based on mutual belief and understanding. Strategy 4. Mirroring method in relationships. Women are capable of using deceptive methods. One such strategy is the mirroring method, which is frequently used by narcissists and sociopaths. In this technique, people mimic the characteristics, preferences, and behaviors of their target, shaping themselves into what they think their partner wants by mimicking their verbal, physical, and body language, as well as their attitudes and tendencies. As the saying goes, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but in this case, mirroring is far from genuine admiration. Rather, it's a calculated tactic to lower your defenses and forge an emotional bond while hiding their true intentions. They manipulate the relationship by creating a false sense of connection that makes their partner think they've found the one. Dynamic gives their spouse the impression that they have discovered their ideal lady, but underneath the surface is a well-constructed facade. However, genuine relationships are based on honesty and similar values. Be wary of the questions they ask early on, such as, "What kind of woman do you like?" These are meant to customize their replies and behavior to fit your tastes, creating the appearance of compatibility. In the complex web of interactions, the third guilt-tripping technique is not false imitation. While sensitivity and idealism are admirable traits, some people, regardless of gender, may use them to manipulate their partners emotionally. The guilt-tripping method is one of the manipulative strategies used by women. Imagine the sinking feeling when you sense something is wrong in your relationship and your girlfriend starts to distance herself, giving evasive excuses and acting differently. When you muster the courage to address your concerns, she deflects and makes you feel like you're overthinking or insecure, which leads you to feel like you're apologizing right away even though your instincts were correct all along. This is a famous quote by Paulo Coelho. Explains that when someone departs, it's because someone else is arriving. This sentiment is true when guilt-tripping is used to conceal hidden agendas. In the complex world of relationships, your spouse may have been preoccupied with other pursuits or perhaps seeing someone else, keeping you out of the spotlight while controlling your emotions using the hot and cold Strategy. The hot and cold approach is one of the manipulative strategies used by women. Imagine a situation where the conversation is intense, full of hours of passionate talk, endless texts, and calls that give you the impression that a deep connection is developing, but then she abruptly and unexpectedly goes silent, leaving you hanging and confused about what went wrong. Women use this tactic to gain power and control over their partner. It involves alternating between intense emotional engagement and sudden withdrawal, leaving the other person confused and uncertain. Understanding these strategies can help people manage their relationships more mindfully. By encouraging open communication and establishing boundaries, you can build relationships based on mutual respect and emotional stability in which hot and cold mind games have no influence. One tactic is the love bombing method, which is a darker and strategic approach meant to manipulate the other person's emotions. According to the adage, love is patient, love is kind, love bombing involves bombarding the target with too many compliments and flattery, causing an intense emotional tornado to make them feel like the most special person in the world and the ideal match. Beneath the surface of affection, however, is a calculated plan to seize control. Healthy relationships are based on mutual understanding and trust, and true love develops over time. However, love bombing can make the target feel as though they are falling head over heels and turning into a love-stricken zombie. Watch out for these extreme displays of affection and assess the relationship's authenticity and pace. Love bombing is like a storm that comes in waves to overwhelm and engulf the other person. Healthy relationships develop organically and enable each partner to preserve their uniqueness without feeling overtaken or absorbed. That concludes today's video. If you agree, please subscribe for more Sigma Male material. We'll see you guys next time with a new Sigma Male video. Love should be a partnership of equals, not a one-sided pursuit.